Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I don't know about you, but when I first saw the news breaking about James Cook, I thought, wow, this could be a game changer for the 49ers. I mean, a guy who's been making waves in the league over the past 3 seasons, with over 3,000 rushing yards and 24 touchdowns. That's no small feat. And he's just entering what should be his prime years. So, the idea that he might be traded from the Bills to the 49ers, that's a conversation that's been heating up for a while now, and it's not just speculation anymore. It's starting to look like a real possibility, and honestly, it could be one of the most significant moves of the offseason for San Francisco. Let's back up a little. So James Cook, as you all know, has been involved in some contract negotiations with Buffalo, and at first it seemed like things were moving in a positive direction. He was showing up for training camp, seeming ready to negotiate to find a middle ground. But then something shifted. Over the past couple of days, Cook has not practiced at all. When asked about it, he simply responded with a curt business. That's a pretty clear message, isn't it? Because when a player starts holding in, especially one with his production and potential, it signals that he's not happy with his current situation. And if he's not willing to practice, it's probably because he's trying to send a message to the Bills organization that he's serious about his demands, about getting that extension he believes he deserves. Now for Buffalo, this puts them in a tricky spot. Do they hold on to Cook, risk him sitting out and possibly losing value, or do they consider trading him? And if they decide to trade, where would he go? Well, the most logical destination, in my opinion, would be the 49ers. Why? Because San Francisco has been on the lookout for a reliable, dynamic running back since losing Jordan Mason in free agency. Mason, as we all know, left for the Vikings, creating a gap in the depth chart. And with Christian McCaffrey coming off that torn PCL injury, the 49ers need someone to take some pressure off him, someone who can reliably carry the load when CMC needs a breather or when the game situation calls for it. Let's take a moment to consider the current state of the 49ers running back room. Christian McCaffrey, as talented as he is coming off an injury, and we all know how fragile those injuries can be, especially for a player who relies so much on his agility and burst. Isaac Guerendo, another promising player, is currently sidelined with a shoulder injury, which means the team's depth is more fragile than they'd like. Behind McCaffrey, the options are Jordan James, Patrick Taylor, and Amir Abdullah. None of these players have the same level of consistency or explosiveness that Cook can bring to the table. And that's where James Cook becomes such an appealing target. Over his career, he's shown flashes of brilliance, combining speed, vision, and the ability to catch out of the backfield. In his 3 NFL seasons, he's amassed over 3,000 rushing yards and 24 rushing touchdowns. Plus, he's been a reliable receiver, with nearly 1,000 yards and 7 receiving touchdowns. That kind of versatility is exactly what Kyle Shanahan loves in his running backs. He's always looking for someone who can do a little bit of everything: run, catch, block, and Cook fits that profile perfectly. Imagine him in a 49ers uniform, running behind that offensive line, which, despite some injuries, remains one of the best in the league at creating running lanes. With Brock Purdy leading the offense, having a versatile back like Cook could elevate the entire attack. We all saw what McCaffrey did last season, and while CMC is a fantastic player, we know his career is heading into its prime years. Having a young, explosive back like Cook would not only provide immediate production, but also secure the future of the running back position for the 49ers. Plus, let's not forget the system. Kyle Shanahan's offense is tailor-made for a running back like Cook. His offensive scheme emphasizes misdirection, outside zone runs, and creative play action, all of which suit Cook's skill set perfectly. Cook's ability to read blocks, hit the hole quickly, and make defenders miss in open space would give the 49ers an even more potent ground game. And in today's NFL, having a reliable, explosive running back can be the difference maker in close games, especially in the playoffs. Now you might be wondering, what would a trade for Cook look like? Well, considering his production and potential, I'd say the Bills would want a solid return, possibly draft picks combined with a player or two. But for the 49ers, it's about maximizing value without giving up too much, because they know what Cook can bring. And Shanahan's history shows he's willing to pay running backs if they're the right fit. Remember, CMC was a trade acquisition, and he's become a cornerstone of the offense. That's the kind of investment the 49ers are willing to make for the right player. And speaking of CMC, it's important to note that he's nearing the end of his prime, and the team needs to think about the future. Having Cook now, in his prime, would give the 49ers a dual-threat backfield that could keep defenses guessing and wear them down over the course of a game. This isn't just about this season. It's about building a sustainable, dominant rushing attack for years to come. Getting James Cook into the 49ers system wouldn't just be a short-term fix. It would be a strategic move to strengthen the offense and keep the team competitive at the highest level. And let's not forget, the NFC West is fierce this year. The Seahawks have improved, the Rams are always lurking, and the Cardinals are trying to rebuild. The 49ers need to ensure they have every advantage possible, and upgrading the running back position with someone like Cook could be exactly what they need to stay ahead of the pack. Now, I know some fans might be concerned about the cost or the possibility that Buffalo might hold on to Cook. But in today's NFL, player movements are becoming more common, and teams are increasingly willing to make bold moves to improve. The 49ers have shown they're not afraid to make trades, especially when it means elevating the team to Super Bowl contention. And with the salary cap and contract negotiations always a factor, it's clear that the 49ers are prepared to make strategic moves to secure their roster. This potential trade also highlights the importance of smart roster management and the value of having a deep, versatile backfield. The 49ers have built a culture around tough, physical football, and adding a player like Cook would only enhance that identity. His ability to run between the tackles, catch passes, and create explosive plays aligns perfectly with Shanahan's offensive philosophy. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, it's clear that the 49ers are always looking to improve and adapt. Whether it's through draft picks, free agency, or trades, they're committed to building a roster that can compete at the highest level. This move, if it happens, could be the catalyst for an even more dangerous offense, capable of taking down any opponent in the NFC or beyond. And remember, folks, this isn't just about one player. It's about what he can bring to a team that's already full of talent and ambition. The 49ers have been close the past few seasons, and with the right pieces, they're poised to make a serious Super Bowl push. Adding James Cook could be that missing piece that propels them over the edge. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.